What's up, bros? So I got this video, a Kendra G video. I think it's gonna be interesting. So let's check it out.
At the game tonight, but I got stuck in the car listening to the show.
Okay. So you didn't even leave the car yet.
No, I've been watching the whole time.
All right. On new and improved Kendra G singles dating app. 39, where you live?
Maryland,
And do you have any children?
yes, I have five.
Really? How old are your five kids?
24, 21, 14, 12, and 8.
21, 14, 12. What is it again?
14, 12, and 8.
14, 12, and 8. Okay. Oh, 24 too?
Yes.
So 24, 21, 14, 12, and 8.
Yep.
All by the same man?
Not no.
How many men?
So my oldest two are from my ex-husband, and then I had a crazy situation, and I had two more, then one more.
How many
So
men, baby girl, do you have kids by?
three.
Three. And you was married once?
Yes.
Okay. Uh,
You would think that after you divorced, had two kids by this man, you would think you'll be more wise with who you have kids with. Because you would think that, okay, I married this man, had kids with him, and it didn't work. Maybe the next man has to meet a certain criteria. Women. This is I made this TikTok a while ago. I've said women are the most pickiest out of the two genders. Women are so goddamn picky, have such high ass standards, like really high standards. Yet they consistently pick wrong. This is a thing where men's simpleness is a detriment to them, where a lot of men just care about how you look. If you look good, he'll deal with it. So men they having low standards. I can understand you're picking women that aren't that great. But it's insane to me where women have high standards. They consistently choose wrong. And you choose wrong twice. I mean, you obviously choose wrong. You chose wrong three times. Your husband, you couldn't stay with him for long. The next man, you gave him, I think she said two more kids, and you couldn't stay with that man. And then the next kid, it's like, get out of the dating market. Get out of the dating market because honestly, you suck at it. You suck at it. I think she said she's 34 or 39. We'll hit it again. 39 and your oldest is 24. So you had a kid at 17 or 39. No, you had a kid at 15? Women don't gain wisdom. They don't.
and what do you do for a living?
I'm a software engineer for a telehealth company, and I also DJ full time, and I'm also now a pastor.
Woo!
Software engineer. Why are you so stupid? And the audacity to be a pastor. The audacity to be a pastor. You are a baby mama. You're a divorcee. The audacity to be a pastor. It's like, what about your life is following the teachings of God? What about your life? God he's not out there promoting divorce. He's not out there promoting kids out of wedlock. This is why men see the hypocrisy and delusions when it comes to religion. Because these are the type of people that are religious. These are the type of people that are religious. And this is why men's like, why would I follow or believe this religion when these are the people that are under its umbrella? If you have if your membership is just delusional, hypocritical, insane women, it says a lot about you. It says a lot about you.
So you a software engineer, a DJ, and a pastor?
Yes.
How long you been a pastor for?
For the past about this past summer was really crazy. I got baptized twice, and
Girl,
then
hold on. You don't answer no question I ask you directly.
not so.
How long you been a
It's
pastor
been
for?
since June. It's been since June, so 6-7 months.
Okay. All right. So, and what's your zodiac sign, Renee?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. All right, let's do it. We got Renee, 39, Scorpio, Maryland, Monta 5.
I would think being a pastor, you would say I don't believe in astrology. I would have thought that.
5'3" men, was married once. She's a software engineer, a DJ, and a pastor. Are you a gospel
And
DJ?
and an author. I just actually put a book out. It's on kdp.com.
Okay,
It's
you
called
got an author. Are you
yeah.
a gospel DJ?
Yes. I do
Okay.
gospel go-go. I have some songs out that I wrote, and I'm about to start touring. I have the book signing coming up,
Okay,
and I'm
we're not gonna promote the
not.
book
No,
again.
no, no. I'm just saying it's coming out. It's not out yet, but it's coming out.
Okay, Renee, what kind of man are you looking for, honey?
I want somebody that's on my same level that can appreciate a good woman that works hard and makes their own way. I've been doing it since I was 14 years old. And I don't appreciate slackers because that's what they like to do, to leech. And I just got out of a situationship where, he thought he was going to try that, but he didn't because he knew better, but it just wasn't working out apparently. So
God is definitely promoting situationships. I I wanted to talk about this video because of the title. Want a man on her level. I'm sorry, your level is much lower than you think. This is the thing. This is why. Here's an example why men don't care about your accomplishments, your goals, your career, your money. Because at the end of the day, what men see is you're a mother of five. You're a divorcee. You are a baby mama. You have 3 baby daddies. Or you can say 2 and then an ex-husband. That's what men will see. That is what men will evaluate at your level. Not that you have so many side gigs, so many that you're doing so much shit. Men don't care. None of that, right? All that shit that she said, how does that benefit a man? How does that do anything for a man? It doesn't really, it's like you being a pastor. So what? It's like, this is the thing, you having five mouths to feed. If he wants to be with you, that's going to be a burden on him. If he wants to go out with you, it's going to make the relationship difficult because again, women don't understand, they don't make men a priority. And then the more shit she has on her priority list, he'll be even less of a priority. All the careers, all the gigs, all the things she's doing, now add on she has 5 kids. The man won't even be a priority at all. No wonder she qualifies for situationships.
I just had to move right along.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My oldest 2 are grown, so I have help. Thank you.
What happened? What's going on?
No, the comments. Somebody said you have 5 kids. I have 2 that are grown and they help. One is in the Air Force that makes, and he's married and makes over $100,000 a year, and the other one, the 21-year-old, has his own HVAC company. So they have very good. I make good children. Thank you.
She just makes good children. Okay. What?
You make good children with multiple men. So what? Great. You make good children. This is a thing where women don't understand. Fine, they're great mothers. That don't mean that you're a great partner. And to be honest, you've proven that you're not that great of a partner. You couldn't sustain 3 relationships. Yet you're great with giving these men children. You couldn't sustain the relationship. Great. You make great children. You don't make a great partner.
What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers are bad attitude. You know, People that have unhealed trauma that don't understand what it is to like do your own self work and just appreciate somebody that does know their self worth. If you can't understand how people really function, or you don't know how to, like, if you can't love yourself, then you can't love me, and I can't. That's a deal breaker for me.
Okay. Should
Do you actually love yourself when you're consistently being used by a bunch of men that you can't see a future with? She just said she got out of a situationship. Not even a relationship. You got out of a sexual encounter, a sexual friendship, as it would.
hello?
I'm here. Sorry.
Should he look a certain way?
I'm not too picky about how you look, as long as you are well kept and you're attractive to me. Um, I do have my preferences, but I'm not racist. Um, so if that means anything, my ex husband was, he looked like he was very dark skinned, and my ex, the other one I have, is really like light fair skin. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
not biased. I'm not, my
So
parents
you're
are.
not biased and you're not racist?
Nope. My mom, blonde hair and blue eyes, and my daddy is like African American Indian.
Okay. Um, should he make a
But this is, I always hate how women say that, oh, I don't mind, but attractive to you. What does that mean? What is attractive to you? Short guys, tall guys, fat guys, skinny guys, uh, only black guys? I mean, she said a man with dark skin and light skin, but what does that mean? Light skin as a white guy, dark skin as a what? A dark skin Mexican? It's like, what does that mean? It's you. This is the thing where honestly, women waste their time and other people's time because what's attractive to you?
certain amount of money?
Like I said, it doesn't matter, but as long as you're on the same level as I am, as far as work life.
And what level is that,
I
honey?
like to travel. I make over. I don't want to say it on here because I'm going through a custody battle right now. But I make a decent amount of money. I'm doing pretty well,
So you want a man that makes what you make?
or more, preferably more, because I would prefer a man that will take care of me. Yes,
You want a
but
man?
A man that would take care. Why do I say? Okay, why do I say that women's careers, their accomplishments, their money means nothing? What does it mean? Absolutely nothing. It don't matter if you're a pastor, you're an engineer, you're a cook, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor. Hell, it doesn't even matter if you do all that at once. It means nothing. Why does it mean nothing? Because at the end of the day, women still want men to take care of them. They don't want to go 50-50. Hell, they don't want to take care of a man. Even though they say, oh, I make so much money. I make so much money. I am so wealthy. I'm 6 figures, 7 figures. Great. But still, at the end of the day, I want him to make more so he can provide for me and my kids of other men. And that is why men care about your kids, how many men you've been with, how old. It's like, this is what she said. Her level? What's her level? Her what can determine her level? Her age, her beauty, her sexual history, her dating history. That determines her level. That determines her level. So really, this woman and her beauty, 5 at best. 5 kids, a 3. 3 different men, yeah, a 3. 3, maybe at best a 4. Maybe at best a 4. So her level of a man, I'm not women. Here's the thing, right? I would never say women, oh, you'll never get a man. You'll never get a man because that's not true. Men consistently will always settle. Men will always settle. Men of all brackets, all categories, all types will settle. Even the rich men will settle. Even the tall men, even the maybe even good looking men, even the charming men, whatever, men will settle. So I'm not saying that she can't find a man, but I'm saying that, you know what? The chances are for her to find the man that she wants only gets harder with age. I'm not saying the chance of finding a man, it's never hard for a woman. It will never be hard for a woman to find a man. It is easy. It only gets harder to find the man that you want. And the man that you want to commit to you long term. That's what gets hard over time. That's why, you hear certain creators, men content creators, say that, oh, you'll never get a man. No, you'll get a man if you want it, but you will you get the man that you want? And with the man that you want, will he commit to you long term? It only gets harder. It only gets harder over time. That does not get easier over time. That does not get easier with more life experience. So
I don't need somebody, I don't need somebody to take care of me, but it would be nice, for once.
Okay. Would you date a man that doesn't make more than you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I've done that plenty of
Okay.
times.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Kim.
All right, so now well, I'm in the car. I can't really get up.
Well, girlfriend, you call me and you say you've been watching the show, and you know I'm gonna ask, why y'all call me like I be bothering y'all? I'm
Every time I
confused.
try,
Y'all call me knowing every question I'm gonna ask y'all to do, and then y'all be like, "Well, I'm in the
every,
car." What that got to do
every time,
with me?
every time I try calling you from home, you never
Well,
answer
I
me.
don't know, girlfriend. You knew you was gonna be here, and you've been waiting. You gotta get in front of the headlights. We gotta do the Kendra Kim, honey child. You 39 years old. You already knew what you was doing when you called me. I do not understand this part ever.
All
Y'all
right,
volunteered literally to call me and then get mad at me.
can you see? Can you see me?
We gotta see your legs, honey. Okay, here we go. We can see you.
I'm not fat. I'm built, and I'm not. I work out every day.
What you say,
she looks a little bit chubby. I mean, it is whatever.
baby girl?
I said I'm not fat. I'm slim build, and I work out every day.
Okay.
She doesn't look slim
Okay.
build. I
Okay.
don't know.
When was your last relationship, Renee?
Like a real relationship or a fake relationship?
What you consider your last relationship?
We actually broke up maybe a few days ago.
So you were in a committed relationship, and when did that, honey, Renee?
Yeah.
So was it 2 days ago you broke up with somebody? I don't. This is you giving me the hardest time with a direct answer. When did your last relationship end?
The last it was over almost a year ago.
So what'd you say a few days ago? How we go from a few days to a year?
I was talking to somebody, but it wasn't what I consider a relationship.
Okay, so a year ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been a long time.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
It's been a long time. And how is that even a situationship? Just talking to somebody is not a situationship. That's just what, talking stage. Situationship is that if you're hooking up with someone, but you're not really in a committed relationship. It's like ridiculous. Women.
Probably getting out more in public. I'm a body, mostly staying and I don't know, voicing, just talking to people. I get talk to people. I have a problem with doing that. Like I've always.
Aren't you a pastor? I would think a pastor talks to people all the
I
time.
mean, when I'm in church, it's totally different because I know what topic I'm talking about. Um, I talk, I'm not talking about the Lord right now. That's very what I'm passionate about. If you read the book, you'll understand. It's like a
Do they read the book? Do they read the book? It's like ridiculous.
alter ego situation where I can bring myself out a lot better, talk to people better. When I'm in my
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, Renee, baby girl, why would a man be lucky to be with you?
Because I have a very good, I guess, personality. I like to have fun, travel. I'm only, you know, I don't know. I'm looking for somebody that wants to do the right thing in life, live their life the right way, like myself.
No, so the question is not what you're looking for, but why would he be lucky to be with you?
You be lucky because, well, look, I'm a great cook. Um, oh my goodness, yeah, my kids were, yeah. If you're looking at the book or somebody says something in the comments, but yeah, I feel like I would, be a great
Your
asset to it.
kids, they're telling me your kids were kidnapped?
My younger two, their father kidnapped them from visitation and never brought them back.
Oh, they're telling me that you have a GoFundMe on your page.
Yeah.
So you want to date during this time?
That's weird. You have a GoFundMe. You have kids making over six figures. You make most likely, supposedly, over six figures. You have a GoFundMe. Why do women never make sense? Why do women's logic isn't logical? Why? It's like I don't understand it.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
I don't understand. I really don't understand. Why is your logic so weird? Why is the math not mathing? You have two kids. She said he owns an HVAC company. Other one is making over six figures doing whatever, military. You yourself saying that you make a good amount of money. You need a GoFundMe. I don't understand. I don't understand. And you said that your two kids were helping you out too. Why do you have a GoFundMe asking strangers for money?
So I've been going through this for the past 3.5 years, and I've had two sorry attorneys that never helped, and
So
they
your
just took
12-year-old and your 8-year-old are not in your custody?
no, the 12 and 14-year-old.
The 12, so you haven't seen them in 3 years?
No,
Oh, wow.
still fighting.
Okay.
I'm still fighting to get them back. That's
Well,
what
you just said that you make a good amount of money, so why would you need a GoFundMe?
that's what I'm saying. I've spent over $150,000 in attorney's fees.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have to take
So,
care of my parents. I still have to take care of and maintain a home for my other children and things like that. So it's not like, I'm not broke. I have money. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot to it. Nobody.
Is it so? A man that goes into it now has to deal with that shit. Like you spent, this is it's questionable. Questionable because when the courts usually, not all the time, but majority of the time, geared towards the woman. I question that situation where the courts don't favor you, where you have to spend 150K. I question that. I question that. And here's the thing, where now a man has to step into that mess. Why is he lucky to be with you?
Nobody knows what you're going through unless they go through it themselves. So
okay, this is a different component. The cousins, they gonna find out everything, child. I would have never knew this unless the comment section went to go find out. So,
no, everybody deserves love. If you think that just because I'm
No, everybody don't deserve love. You deserve what you work for. And deserve, you know what? I wouldn't even say deserve. I mean, you get what you get, but only if you work for it. So deserve is very entitled. It's so entitled.
going through all this stuff, I haven't let it not once like bog me down to the point where I can't focus what I need to do. You know, the system is what it is, and that's the problem with the things that are going on today, is that they, you know, the system is manipulative and is using people as, you know, today is modern day slavery. Nobody's getting that. Everybody, like you said, you want to get off the app and go pray, that's fine. Go do that. I
But I
pray.
guess my question is this. So you don't like, he doesn't have any family members? Like your kids are, I mean, I just feel like, have you hired a private investigator?
Yes.
And so your kids, you have absolutely no idea where they are in this world.
They're with their dad. I'm sure. I'm
I
pretty
know
sure
that,
they're
but
with.
what I'm saying, like, you don't know his mama, his sister, his cousin, his brother. He don't got no IG page. Like, it's just, I'm just trying to understand, because I'm not saying it's impossible, but I would think with all the technology we have today, you could at least know the city or state. So you have no idea what city or state they're in?
Oh, they're here. They're in Maryland. Yeah, I know
Also,
where
you
they
know
are.
where they are.
Yeah, I know
So
where.
so why can't you pull up?
So, okay, the story, what happened with all that is that he pretty much lied and got a false protective order. When he
So,
did that, he
okay,
also,
real quick though. So it's not fair to say kidnap then, because when you hold on, just real quick, when you say kidnap, we're thinking kidnap, gone, you don't know where they are, you can't. So that's not true. You know where your children are.
well, illegally, he did kidnap them because he never signed their birth certificates. And I have been directed that.
You have 2 kids with this man. This is a pastor, y'all. This is someone that women are a mess. Women are a mess.
I need to go file charges, but every time I do anything, nothing ever happens because his dad is an ex-cop. So he has everybody on his side, even people that are in Department of Social Service. It's a lot to it.
But wait a minute. So are you saying you do know where your children are in this world?
Yes.
And
Well,
you can legally.
I've called like I don't know how many times to do welfare checks on them. They won't
No,
even.
no, no. But outside of that, because you just said that they're telling you to press charges. You didn't press charges?
No.
Why not?
Like I said, every time I do anything, he gets it reversed or removed, and it comes back on me. It's almost like the devil's advocate. I understand what you're saying, but I've done and listened to all these people all this time, and everything that I've done, it always backfires.
So the judge, you've gone to a judge, and so is there an order that they? Because I don't listen. I don't know everything, so I'm not trying to pretend like I know everything. But this almost sounds like a case where he has something against you,
Right. He went and filed a false protective order.
and they just automatically approved it. Like they don't. From my understanding, they just don't get them. Like he has to make some things proven to get it proved.
That's the thing, though. He was out of jurisdiction when he filed it. I was living in Virginia, and they were being dropped off and picked up in PG County, Maryland. And when he filed it, it was totally bogus, and they went.
But what I'm saying
That's
is,
not the correct
so
system.
so you're saying there was no. How was he able to get it approved if you did
He
nothing?
lied. He lied, and I had a
But they
sorry
have, but they have to, because I have
He
friends
lied.
that go through this stuff. But hold on, real quick. They have to interview you, and they have to also interview the kids. I have a friend that's going through this with his ex-wife,
And his
and it's
sister.
not that simple. When you fight, they can't just take the person's word. They have to be interviewed. The kid has to be interviewed. So you got interviewed, and the kids got interviewed.
Yes, and he went to someone that he knew because the lady called me after 5 o'clock Friday. It was somebody that he knew. Her name was Ashley Powell, a social worker that his sister worked with.
So, but the kids were interviewed, and they co-signed whatever he said.
They were interviewed, but my kids did not talk to them.
Your kids didn't talk to the people that got interviewed?
No,
So, okay. So basically, you're saying for the last 3 years, you legally are not able to see your children.
he kidnapped my children and filed a false
So,
protective
what
order
is the money you're raising for?
to get an attorney to get my kids back because I haven't been able to find an attorney that he hasn't corrupted.
So so you need money to get a new attorney.
Yes, I've had three, and all three of them have failed. They have not. Well, actually, four. Four.
Okay. 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 I don't know all the legal terms. I just know that people that have gone through this, but I do know this. Another parent just can't say a claim. There has to be research.
There's
Like
no.
they,
I've never done anything like
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that you did.
remotely
I'm just
wrong
saying,
in my life ever.
huh?
I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life ever. And for him to say the things that he said, everything he said to the judge, everything that
What person goes online and is like, I did so many terrible things in my life? Is that common? I think liars would usually say, I've never done anything terrible. I mean, I'm not saying she lies or anything. I'm just saying that, like, and I'm not saying that, the court system is flawless, because they're not. I mean, they will make plenty of mistakes. But to be honest, it's the court system is so geared towards women. And here's the thing: the court system also is geared towards stability for the children. He has to proven that he is like, uh, if he can have custody, full custody of his children, he has to have proven that he has been the more active, the more stable parent. I mean, he has to prove that. Now, I don't know how much corruption they can do, like where they could lie and like not, but it's like, I don't know. And then she says she's gone through 4 lawyers and he's corrupted them all. It's a very hard to believe story.
that he documented in court on record when I wasn't even present. Court hearings
Why
that I
didn't you go
didn't.
to the court hearing?
I didn't know about him. He wouldn't file things that I didn't even know about. He was
But
sending.
don't you have? But you have to be served.
Yeah, exactly. Sending.
You didn't get served.
He was sending everything to an old address in Prince
Yeah,
Frederick,
yeah, but
Maryland.
it doesn't fly by the judge if you.
I
So were
have
you served?
Kendra. I have all the proof that he sent all this stuff
No,
to
I
a
understand it. No, I'm asking you a direct question, Renee, because you don't ever answer my question directly. Did he serve you with the papers? Did someone serve you?
never.
Then legally he can't even do that in court because they have to be served.
Exactly.
Now that I do know, you can't have a court
I
hearing if the person doesn't know about it.
I every single thing that he sent to my old PO box, it was recorded on the register in the courthouse because they have to send you a copy of it. He was using the address that I had over 7 years
Right.
ago when he knew I
Right,
lived in.
but what I'm saying is you can send addresses, but in order for a judge to move forward with the hearing, they have to have proof that you were served the date. So even if he sent it to your house, that's not proof of service.
Exactly.
So I don't a judge is not even supposed to go forward unless you were served and you just
Nope,
didn't show up.
that's not true. Every time I get notice of a date, I'm there. I don't play about my kids.
So okay, so since then you have gone.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
So when you go to the court, why is the judge saying you can't see your kids? Like, what is the judge saying? What's the reason that the judge is saying?
That's a very good question. The last time I was before the judge, she did say that I have visitation as far as being able to see them. I was supposed to be able to see them every 3 days on audio, video calls. So that was granted. And when I call, he does not answer. He won't let the kids call me or talk to me.
When was this?
This has been since last September.
And the last time you seen your kids was 3 years ago.
In person, almost 3 years ago.
Oh, now you. So you see. So when did you see? So when's the last time you saw your kids? Period.
So the last time I saw them on the video calls was in October.
And after that, it just stopped.
Stop. Yeah.
I still think it's misleading to say that you're raising money for your kids being kidnapped, because when you say
Well,
that and we're a new audience, like kidnap is such a strong word that without knowing all this information that you just gave, I would think literally kidnap.
right. But so that was when that happened that I put it out. So yeah, I
Well,
probably
you haven't changed the girlfriend; it's still up there because this is what they're telling me. So I want to believe. All I can ever do is take your word, but the more
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Women that I find it that they are very manipulative. I think this woman is maybe controversial, but seems kind of mentally unstable, and very manipulative. Um, Again, you have 2 kids that make well over 100K. You said you make over 100K. Yes, you have to spend 100K for lawyers, but it's like I don't understand. Do if lawyers fail, do you still pay them? I don't know. Well, I don't know, but it's like spending 100K when none of the lawyers have done their job. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to win the case, but it's like if they literally, if all the cases you've done, and they failed, right, where they don't grant you whatever you custody of your kids, it's like maybe that you're just not qualified for it.
Or I ask you questions, and even when I was asking you questions before, it seemed like you wasn't answering all the way. So I don't know what the truth of the lie is. I have to be honest. My first time meeting you, first time having a conversation with you. But and I don't know your real situation. I just know people that have gone through this. One of my close friends, and it's like you just can't, like there's like month after month, yes. But if you're really fighting, not saying you're not fighting for your kids, I'm not saying that, but you still have rights unless they prove something beyond the shadow of a doubt that you are unfit to be around them. And
Exactly.
you're saying, and what did he say to get the judge to agree to that? Like, what was the
I,
allegation that he made?
he filed so many false petitions to the court. Like I did not
But what
know.
were some of the things that he
I
said?
was not present because I didn't know about the court hearings.
But they have to, but listen, but they make you aware. They tell you, you didn't get no paperwork.
Nothing. I'm telling you, he either has somebody impersonate or he, like I said, sending them to the old
Okay, but
address.
when you went to the court yourself, didn't you
Yeah.
ask, why is this in place? What did they
Oh,
tell you?
yeah. Okay. So when I went to the courthouse to get paperwork and everything, because I needed to get proof of everything that was going on, when I was trying to find a new attorney, they would give me paperwork that were in the file. They keep a file, right? So they were giving me paperwork out of the file, but we're not giving me everything that I asked for.
But
So
what I'm saying is, no, this is what I'm saying. You said you had lawyers. Your lawyer, bare minimum, has to know the charge, the allegation. So the lawyer never, so they just said, you don't, like so basically the lawyer said, we taking your kids. They didn't give no reason. The judge agreed. That's what the lawyer said?
when I get an attorney that will willingly help me, the past have not
No,
helped
no, no.
me.
I asked you this question because the bare minimum, you're supposed to know the allegation of why your kids are being kept from you.
Right.
Now that that's bare minimum. So they never gave you the reason he said to keep your
No.
children away.
No.
How did that cost you 150 grand? How did that cost you 150 grand when, yes, the lawyers can't even tell you the reasoning? 150 grand, they're not charging you 150 grand for consultation. Lawyers aren't charging you 150 grand for consultation. It's like, that's a couple $100, if that, consultation. Now, to get to at least 150 grand, a couple of these lawyers must have gone through the paper process. They've gone through the paper process. They've gone to the, most likely, the interacting with the judge process. And yet, none of these lawyers told you a reason why that you can't see your kids. It's like, seriously, whether, you know what, this is the thing, whether she's, I mean, whether this is a truth or not, it is, this is the thing, this is a mess. It is chaotic. Women seem to be so deluded. Men do not want to get into a chaotic mess. New men don't want to get into a chaotic mess. You are a mess. You are a divorcee, a baby mama from, you have three, I guess, husband, an ex-husband, and two baby daddies. You're 39. You still expect a man to provide for you. And then you're living this chaos. It really, like, you won't bring a man peace. You're not going to bring a man peace. And now, maybe this man is like a piece of shit, around. But I personally, I don't believe most men would. Well, I don't know if I would. I'm not saying that, but I don't know. I mean, either he's a piece of shit man, or it doesn't make sense. Why would men uh not want the mother of his kids in his kids' lives? It's either those two. I don't make it doesn't make sense unless she is not a good mother, not fit to be in these kids' lives. I
And this has been going on for 3 years.
Yes, back and forth. It happened. It started during COVID. That happened. All the court, everything shut down. So it was like impossible for me to get a hearing.
So what were your lawyers doing?
Absolutely nothing. Just taking my money.
I want to believe you, but that part's hard to believe.
I wish the people that keep saying.
Okay, bottom line is this. On the paperwork, but listen, but Renee, Renee, real quick. On the paperwork, hold on, Renee, you may have missed the court date, but if you got the paperwork sent, on the paperwork, it tells you the reason that they say.
They have not given me not one thing saying anything, is what I'm trying to explain.
What does the paperwork say then?
My rights have been violated.
Huh?
His name is not one of their birth certificates. My civil rights have been violated, and I'm still fighting to find an attorney that will help me.
Okay, but what I'm asking is this, because listen, we all want to help you, but these answers were just confused. On the paperwork, what does it say?
So, okay, the paperwork is basically saying he got a false protective order saying I was abusing my kids, and I've never abused my children.
Okay, stop right
Seriously?
there. That's what it is. Whether it's true or not, I know that you had to know the claim. That's why I'm still here going here, because I can't. Now, that to me is a lie. Like, I know enough to know that whether you missed the court date, you already claimed that you got the paper, so you could have got the information of the hearing later. But bare minimum, the paperwork has the allegation stated.
Right.
So you were saying all this time, I'm gonna tell you, Renee, people want to believe you, but you're not coming across believable. So you said this whole time you never knew what he claimed, and I was like, that can't be true, because that doesn't make any sense. The first page of an affidavit will tell you what the claim is. So now you finally said he said you had child endangerment. Whether it's true or not, that's the allegation. That's what we were asking. Right. What was the allegation that he said? And you waited all this time to try to make us pretend like you never knew. And I'm like, girlfriend, you got to know that much.
So, yeah, that's when he filed the false protective order saying, it's not that I'm lying. First of all, I'm going through a lot. So if anybody thinks I'm lying about anything, that's not the case.
You lied to us.
You're coming off as a liar. You're coming off as manipulative. You're coming off as fake. Because you don't answer. One thing liars do is not answer directly. They do roundabout answers. They try to evade answering, evade questions.
A couple times, Renee. So we want to believe you, but it's hard to believe when you lie.
I'm not lying.
You lied.
It's just
because I asked you clearly, did you know the allegation? And you said no. And that's why I wouldn't let it go, because I knew that you had to at least know what the allegation was. Now, the allegation could be false, but to say that you have no idea what the allegation is, even I know you have to know that much. There's no way somebody can have your kids from you for 3 years and they just went to a judge and say, I want my kids, shut her out, case closed. It doesn't work that way. Even I know that much. Now, I'm not saying what he said is true. I can't confirm that. But I knew you had to know what the claim was.
Everybody is sitting there laughing and thinking this is funny when I haven't seen my babies that came out of my stomach. That's just pure evil. And
So what? When you're an abusive mom, or if you're an abusive mom, so what? It is funny that you have the audacity, okay, to lie and manipulate. To try, this is a thing where I hate the GoFundMe shit. I really hate the GoFundMe shit. I really do. I understand the the core of it, you want, the other people to sympathize and help, but it is such an easy process to manipulate. She, the whole time, she said she doesn't even know why her ex took away her kids. She said it. On the same token, she also said he kidnapped her. He kidnapped the kids. Seems like he didn't kidnap the kids. He was legally allowed to have his own kids full time, and she did know why. But this is the thing where it will paint her in a negative image and make her GoFundMe not make sense.
Never done anything to hurt my children. My oldest two can attest to that because they were brought up and raised 100% perfectly in good shape and form. I've never done anything. That's why I love children. That's why I'm a teacher and a pastor. Like, everybody that knows me knows the facts that I would never do anything to hurt my kids. So,
do priests not do bad shit? Have pastors never done bad shit? Have teachers never done bad shit? That's not good of an arg. That's not good an arg. That's not a good argument. Plenty of bad teachers, plenty of bad pastors, plenty of bad priests, plenty of bad people in religion, plenty of bad people in education that's surrounded by kids. Plenty. And then bring your two oldest.
I'm not a liar, and yeah, I do get confused about things because I've never gone through this before. So that's
Girl, I can't give you that one. It was a clear question. It wasn't confusing.
well,
You didn't want to answer it.
from the beginning. No, that was like what he did. He filed the false.
I know, but that's what I was asking you. So I will say this. I gotta just be honest. I'm not excusing their behavior, but girl, you called into a dating show. You already know how they get down. You know they're gonna go to your page. So I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but you can't call us and then get mad for us being us. This is who we are over here. When you call us, we gonna be us.
Saying everything that I've been through, and it's been torture. You know, I have nightmares all the time about what he's doing to my children. Like, he's done things to me, RAPE me. So, you know, I can only like disdain what could be happening to my own daughter that's 12. You know.
Well then, girl.
Now, I'm not saying yes. I hope he doesn't do anything bad to his own kids. But while I don't have any sympathy for you when you said he did bad things to you, you gave him two kids. Gave him two kids. You've been with him. I don't trust women that fornicate or be with shitty men. I don't.
You shouldn't be looking for a man. All your energy should be there if that's how you feel. And that's just the honest truth. We a dating show over here, child. So, I mean, you want us to cry tears for you, but at the same time, you called us looking for a man with all this going on. So
that's the thing. I'm not supposed to put my life on hold because of him doing something wrong to me. God is
okay, and that's fair too, but then don't give us the sob story and get mad at us for being us.
Look, that's not a sob story. I'm all the time.
And I even feel like in my friend's case, the allegations are not true. But because I knew of that experience, I knew you had to know more than what you were saying.
Well,
the
false allegations happened over 3 years ago. Right. That was 2020.
Right, but either way, though, a couple of things, Renee. When you say kidnap, that's how we got here. We got here because you have a GoFundMe that the cousins brought up. I was actually ending. And when I can't agree with that because you have court cases. You know what the allegations are. You know where your kids are. You've been talking to them on a video. You're in a custody situation is more appropriate. You're in a custody situation, and that just isn't your case. Now you have a situation with your ex. It's child custody. That's fair. But to use the word kidnap when you know where your kids are and you're raising money, because I'm a person have talked to people who have really experienced that, I had to dig a little deeper. I wouldn't consider this kidnap. And I feel like it's misleading to raise money using that word because you will entice people to give to you thinking that your children were really kidnapped, but you know where they are. It's a custody situation.
So what would you prefer me to say then? Because there's
Girl, it's
no.
your life. You can do whatever. I'm just telling you how we got here. It's your life. I'm just saying, when I have interviewed people where they were kidnapped and they could not find them, and some never got found. It wasn't like I know where they are. That's not when you use the word kidnap. But I do wish you the best. I do wish you the best. I do wish you the best. But I think it's a custody battle. You want to raise money for a custody battle. You have.
Only thing bad is the kids. I mean, I only feel bad for the kids because one, he chose this man. Okay, thought this man would be a good father. So really, it's on you. If this man does anything to these kids, which I hope he doesn't, it's on you. You thought this man was good enough to be a father. And you know what? It's like your life shows you that you have poor judgment. You gave three men kids, and you couldn't even be with any of these men long term. You're 39. It's not like you're 79 where you've been with like a lot of these men 20, 30 years. No. So honestly, I think you've been with these men not that long. The women are jokes. Women are really jokes.
Have with your child's father.
Yeah, so I see, I really am tired of the comments because nobody knows what I've been through. And I've been through it a lot. I don't deserve for somebody to try to hurt me and manipulate my life because I found out they were messing with other dudes. Number one. Number two, that's the reason why he's mad and bitter because I told his mother to her face that, I found out what he was doing behind my back, and that's the reason why I left. Because I was like, I will never ever do anything with that person again because it's endangering my life. So when I did that, that was taking the kids and trying to say that I was abusive, and I've never done anything like that, remotely dangerous to my children to harm them. They are very well kept, and you know me, and you know what I do. You'll see, the pictures, the videos. My kids love their mom, and I love my children. So they can say whatever more compassionate, being that
Well,
I had
honey,
my.
it's hard. Listen, you gotta take accountability.
I am.
I'm gonna give it to you straight.
I.
I don't mind giving compassion, but I gotta be honest. And you were lying to me.
It's still.
So when you lied,
Yeah,
so hold on. So when you lied to me, I
it's
am
not.
going to keep asking you questions. So
I.
I mean,
I.
I think I gotta just give it to you honest. You have to take more accountability.
I also
And that's
agree.
just what it comes down to. So it's not about like, period. You got to take more accountability. And you know who I am. You
Yeah.
call me. You know who I am. You
Oh,
know
I
what it is.
all the time, but the attorneys are telling me it's kidnapping. I go file kidnapping.
Okay.
They're telling me to do that, and I refuse to do that because that's their father, and I don't want them to get locked up. I want them
So
to be
you're
able.
okay. So hold on. So
I,
you refuse to. So you're okay. Hold on. So
I,
you're refusing to file kidnap charges, but you create a GoFundMe that says your kids were kidnapped.
they were
So,
kidnapped.
so
They
why
were
didn't you file the kidnap charges?
honestly because I don't want any more drama with him. I
So
just want
okay,
my kids.
Any
but hear this out for a second. So you won't legally file that your kids were kidnapped, but you will publicly set a GoFundMe and use the word kidnap for your kids. This is the part right here that I'm trying to get you to understand. Kidnap is it's a powerful word, and you will grab somebody's heartstrings with
So
that word. Hold on, with that word alone.
that's
But
what
now you're telling us. Legally you didn't even file the kid. That's more important. Forget the GoFundMe. The legal part is the more important part if you're trying to get your kids. So if he
That's
kidnapped your kids, there should be a charge for kidnapping. You just told us you didn't even legally file a kidnap charge.
that's because every time I try to do something, it always backfires. Every single time. I kid you not. I could show you every.
she literally said that she didn't want. No, she didn't even do it. She literally said that she doesn't want to get him in trouble. She doesn't want more drama. So she said she didn't do it. I'm tired. It's a long video, which needlessly long. So you guys can check it out if you want. It's ridiculous. Women like this is just stop it. You are men wouldn't be lucky to be with you. Men wouldn't be lucky to beat you. No wonder it was a situationship you last dealt with. No wonder. It's ridiculous.